Hello, this is Daniel Goldberg, and today I will be presenting on Nazi book burnings. So, some background information about book burnings is the censorship and destruction of opposition. It is often carried out in public to instill power and fear among the people, and it is an open invitation for further destruction. In history, book burnings occur many times, mostly thousands of years ago and less so today. In the Bible and ancient civilizations such as in ancient China and Spain, this occurred fairly often, and it is now portrayed through film and literature such as in Fahrenheit 451. Nazi book burnings were led by Joseph Goebbels. He was the Minister for Popular Enlightenment and Propaganda. An image of him is on the left, and the book burnings were popularized by propaganda with Joseph Goebbels published, and it controlled Nazi dissent. It was detrimental to intellectuals and history, and the book burnings really set a precedent for further things to occur. On May 10th, 1933, the most historic book burning occurred, of over 25,000 pieces of literature. This occurred in the town square of Berlin, as seen in the top left image, and it was carried out by German student unions. They had much discontent towards the Weimar Republic and towards the position they were in, as they could no longer stand living in the depression that they were in, and they needed a way to act with the Nazi Party, and this was one way to act against their opposition, and it fueled Nazi supporters and ideologists as they saw that they had the power to do as they wish. The books that were burned were non-German literatures, so any opposition, such as Jewish books, communist books. A list of this can be seen on the left. You can't read it, but that's just to show how big it really is, and on the right of that is a commemoration of some of the major authors that were burned then, and the book burnings were not exclusive to books. They also burned holy literatures such as the Jewish Torah, which is the Bible, and many famous authors' books were burned, such as Albert Einstein's. So the importance of book burning is that it's accompanied with other tactics, like propaganda. It allows more control and power. However, propaganda needs censorship to have its full impact. Intellectual destruction set a precedent, as Heinrich Heine says, wherever they burn books, they will also, in the end, burn human beings. And you could think of how this applies today. How could this have been much worse if they had the technology that they have nowadays? Nowadays, we have the internet and social media and such. It would have been much faster and widespread of a major impact as people rely less and less so on books. These are my works cited, and I'd like to thank you for listening.